Just to kind of recap where we were before, I noticed that you had made a comment on one of the messages that we posted and said, "Thank you, Sharif. I made a lot of money with you guys." So, I reached out to you, and you were kind enough to take the time to chat with me and talk a little bit about that. And I wanted to ask you how exactly you started with Sharif.
Oh, it started in over 10 years ago. Sharif was giving a seminar about how to invest in real estate, commercial real estate, using his patent-backed system, FACTS. And after the seminar, I just sold my previous single-family house and wondering what to do with the money that I got from all the equity. And so I went to Sharif and asked him, I have this amount of money, what is the best way to invest, since he's teaching people how to invest in real estate. And Sharif was very generous, teach me about triple net lease. Buying a triple net lease property is the best bet. Before that, I never heard about triple net lease, and none of my friends have also heard about it. And the thing I appreciate the most about Sharif is he gave me advice that does not benefit him. And he just think about the person. He just think about his students' benefit more than his own benefit. So I feel this guy is trustworthy. So I follow his advice and look for commercial real estate to do a 1031 exchange from my single-family house residential. So I found a commercial property that has a triple net lease to 7-Eleven. It's a long-term lease. And because of buying that triple net lease property, Sharif taught me, I survived through the 2007 real estate crash and come out much better than all other people who's invested in real estate and for all those years.
Had you done real estate before? Did you have to have a lot of experience? I mean, how much of a real estate background? Actually, what is your background, or what was your background when you first met Sharif? What kind of industry were you in, or what kind of business were you in?
Oh, when I met him, I was a teacher, teaching middle school.
And did you have any prior real estate experience?
I did the most basic one. I bought a single-family house, and I rent it out, and for many years. And then I sold it. And so my only experience in real estate is just managing a single-family house.
And you decided to look into commercial. I mean, were you afraid? Because usually people think of commercial and they think it's harder, right? It takes a lot more money. There's a higher barrier of entry. Was there anything scary about it? Why did you decide to do commercial then?
It's because of Sharif explained to me the benefit of triple net lease, single tenant commercial property with a triple net lease. And after he explained to me really well, and I understand that is the best real estate investment, do the 1031 exchange with. Because Sharif taught me to buy that commercial property with triple net lease, that is a very strong collateral for a commercial line of credit. So I not only use my home equity, I also use my commercial line of credit. When I knew that Sharif had started a hedge fund MakeSafe, and then he explained to me MakeSafe is how MakeSafe is investing, and I feel very comfortable of the MakeSafe business model, as well as personally I knew how ethical and capable Sharif is in investing in real estate. So I have very good confidence in him, as well as his business model.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I took out the money from the equity line, and basically, also Sharif taught me how to use other people's money to invest. My cost of getting the line of credit is about like several percent lower than the Mixif.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically just took out the line of credit and invest in Mixif and get the spread between the Mixif and the line of credit.
You actually did text me also, and you said, hey, there's a couple things I want to mention. You started investing with Mixif from the beginning of the fund, and that was
Yes.
more than 10 years ago.
Yes.
And if you can tell me a little bit about how much you believe in Mixif and Sharif, and you've invested quite a bit, a pretty significant portion of your net worth.
Yes. Because of all the seminars I've gone to, I knew Sharif personally really well. And I knew how good a guy he is, how ethical he is, as well as how capable he is. Mm-hmm. And also, after I went to many of the seminars, all the students have similar feelings about Sharif than I do. Not just I have that confidence with Sharif. Is many seminars I went to, many students have the same confidence in me.
Mm-hmm. And the first deal that you did on your own, tell me a little bit about that one.
Oh, the 7-Eleven?
Okay, so it was a 7-Eleven. Yep.
Yeah, the first deal he taught me is to buy a 7-Eleven. I mean, to buy a commercial property with a 999 lease with 7-Eleven, and with that, I got a very stable income. Mm. With it's a 10-year lease, so I got a very stable income that helped me actually to buy my current house in San Ramon.
Awesome. Was it helpful to go through the training and work with Sharif personally, to go meet him?
Yeah, basically, just one concept from him changed my life. It's about that 999 lease properties. Because of my investment with Mixif, I got an extra income. And because of that 999 lease property, and I got an extra stream of income. Mm. So with that, with those two extra income, it can compensate a lot for me to be able to retire a little bit early than I expect. And then right now I'm just working part-time as a private tutor instead of working full-time as a middle school teacher, which needs to handle like 20 to 30 middle school student, mm-hmm. which is pretty tiring.
Yeah, I would say it's probably pretty tough.
It's pretty tiring, so it's about time to retire.
Okay, good. And
that particular job, and then, but I'm still enjoying teaching because after that I started to do private tutoring in my house, in my own home, and that I enjoy a lot more. You know, without those two streams of income, I would not be semi-retired so comfortably. And I can retire right now without like being a private tutor, but I really enjoy doing that, so I keep up the work.
Good.
And I used to like work like 40 to 50 hours at least as a middle school teacher, and I have to prep a lot. Right now, I don't really need to prep anything, and I only work like 15 hours maximum, like 13, average about 13 to 14 hours a week.
That's awesome. Is there any advice that you would give to somebody who maybe hadn't thought about it or has been thinking about it, but maybe is a little bit afraid to get started with commercial real estate? What's the best piece of advice that you would give them?
And my best piece of advice is learn as much as possible from Sharif, and also expect to work hard.
Good.
And but at the same time, Sharif is very helpful and willing to guide you through the system. And just like I started with a commercial property lease to 7-Eleven, it's a kind of comparatively a small commercial property. And then last year I do a 1031 exchange to a bigger commercial property, and so that commercial property has a triple net lease with Burger King, and during the 1031 exchange period, Sharif has helped me so much. I cannot thank him enough. That without him, I will not be able to know how to find a good commercial property. He gave me a lot of good advice when I was doing the 1031 exchange and searching for a 1031 exchange commercial property. He is the best mentor I have ever seen in real estate investment. I actually have another thing I want to mention about Sharif. He is, as you know, Sharif is a very high-profile guy, and he's in a CEO level of a big corporation. But he is so friendly to a small potato like me, and so he treated me not only as a student, he treated me as a friend, and I've never dreamed of I can have such a high-profile person treat me as a friend, and willing to spend time to teach me and guide me through my real estate investment, and also help me and allow me to invest with him.
And of course, I have to ask you, is it okay with you if I edit this to use this video, on Facebook or advertisement or anything? Are you okay with that?
Definitely. I'll be glad that you show Sharif how he has helped me through all these years. And just want to say thank you, Sharif.
Again, Stephen, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.